Hey, welcome to the full 42. As you can see, Mike is on his way back soon. Yeah. So anyway, let me tell you basically what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do top five villains from TV that are. Oh, hey, Luca. Top five villains from TV that are not from comic books.
What's his name again?
Chris, you got it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Luca. You should remember me. You've known me since you were born. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about villains, which is always a fun topic for mine. Oh, you got a haircut, Luca.
Yeah.
He's got. Look this way so you can see the stripe. Look this way. Over here. Look over here. You can see that he's got
look at that.
Side of the head too.
Nice. Hey, Alan. Hey, everybody watching. We had a few, we had a few technology issues, but we got them mostly worked out.
It's me. So. It's me because I don't have the skills that Chris has. So when I try and put together a presentation of a game using Google Slides, I'm very limited in my technological skills. So I now have 3 computers running and the phone because you have to see me in digital in high def for some reason.
I use one computer. Yeah.
3. Yeah, I'm not. Whatever. I don't have the little the what is it, daisy chaining that you have? I'm sure.
Yeah, I've got 3 screens on one computer. You should set it up that way. That way, it's only one thing running, right?
Right. Sure. Yeah. Well, I have 3 screens.
And 3 computers. I would hope you have at least 3 screens with 3 computers.
Yeah, there's definitely 3 screens and the phone. So technically 4 things are running off the internet right now, which usually gives me a hard time. So I'm sure it's probably the hamster is dead. That's running the cube. But I thought since they were still up before they went to bed, I thought maybe because he hasn't been on the show in a while, and I don't remember last time Luca was on. Hey, I'm talking.
It's been a while.
I thought we can do the Luca painting out of the gate, and then they can go up and go to bed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, last time I think we went like 30 minutes before we got to Luca painting. Let's start it off with the Luca painting.
Yeah, because everybody's here just for the Luca painting anyway. So, hey.
Sure.
Right?
Now, you have to be careful and not tell us what it is yet.
Right. So the irony of the irony of ironies, as Daryl Andrews says, is I already had prepared a twofer where you would have to guess which one was which, and they both happen to still be up. So this works out pretty well. So you can't tell them which one's which, okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Mm-hmm. And then I don't know what they are because his is not labeled, so we can get a live Luca, What is this painting? Okay, you ready? And don't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one should I show first? You want to show this one first? Not that one? Okay, hold on. We can't do it. And I can't give you dates either because that might give away whose is whose. Okay?
Sure. Okay.
All right. So for those that usually this is I let you know who people are, but this is Luca. And Luca's been doing watercolor painting since he was 1 year and a month
0.
old. And then Mika joined in a year or so ago. I just recently went through all the paintings that are on my baker's rack, and I have some numbers. I have 150 have been shown on the show between the two of them. 150 of them have been shown on the show.
That's more than 50%.
Yep. I have 138 on our thing, but one of the episodes actually had 13 of them in one of the earlier ones. Okay. So there was 150 have been shown on the show. 56 of them that have not been on the show. There are 56 Mika ones, not including the one tonight, that haven't been shown, and there are 244 of Luca's that have not made it to the show yet. Right. So there are 300 of these paintings that have not been shown yet, and 150 of them have been on the show.
That's insane.
Yeah, 450 of these little. Can you not? Because that can't fall.
How much do the little canvases cost?
I get a bunch of them from Amazon. There's like 60 of them in a bundle for like $45.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Okay.
And they come with the easels. Like each one of them comes with this little easel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These little easels.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Okay, ready? We're going to show off picture number 1. All right, so we're not going to give you anything else, but we're going to show you picture number 1. And then we're going to show you picture number 2. And then you have to not only describe what you see in it, which you're not going to tell them yet, okay? You have to figure out which one is going to be Luca's and which one's going to be Mika's, okay?
Yep.
So here's
Everybody,
number 1.
tell us what you see in the chat.
I'll do this so they don't see, okay? All right, so here's number 1.
Ooh, I like those colors. All right, I know what I see. We're going to give the chat a few minutes to talk about what they see. I like the colors, though. I see 4 different colors.
There are 4 different colors. Yep, the blue, the green,
The purple and the other green.
and the other green. It's like a teal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you want to show the other one, or do we want to talk about this one for a little bit and then the other one?
You can talk about this one first, I think, and then we'll go over which one you think is which.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for comments to give us a comment. Has a little bit of a lag for us, so
Probably even more.
let's see, a troll doll.
Yep, that's what I see, Dave, for sure. The green.
That's
the
funny.
Green, the teal and the green. It looks like what's the troll from the Troll movie?
I have a bunch of those all over my house. Yep,
Branch.
green troll doll.
Yep.
Tree
Branch.
by the ocean.
You know it's Branch from Trolls.
I never saw that movie.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Tell me.
Is it good?
Is it good?
Yeah.
I see a windswept landscape with a
It's
lake in the
good.
distance.
It is good.
Bunch of Pokemon fighting.
The camera's up there too, by the way. See my phone?
He has
You see my-
4 different things going. Just
See
yeah.
my phone? Where's my phone? That's where the camera is. Okay.
Yeah,
This is
stab
what
the
we
phone.
see, but that's the camera. So if you want to
Tree in a lake. I see a green mushroom under the ocean, and like a
Ooh.
blue octopus coming towards it. You know how they're all kind of morphy. Maybe a cuttlefish is more what I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay. Stop with the pen, please. Stop.
I can see the tree too. Could be a tree under the water.
Yeah, I can see the tree. Like a nice little patch of algae or seaweed or something. I definitely first thing I saw when it was done was the troll doll,
Hey, Dad, I want to talk.
and specifically Branch. You want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's number 1.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is an otter, river otter.
My favorite animal is the turtle.
Turtle? I love turtles. Do you like the big giant turtles that you could ride at your age, or do you like the little ones that you can hold?
I like the little ones.
Little ones? I've had little ones like that big before.
Yeah, but I have dinosaur cards. I have,
Turtles are kind of like dinosaurs.
yeah, I have a triceratops, a Carnotaurus, a Parasaurolophus, a T-Rex, a Spinosaurus, and an Ankylosaurus.
Nice. Which one's your favorite?
I fit dinosaur Ankylosaurus. Probably is
That's
my
a solid
favorite.
one. A Triceratops.
You like the Triceratops?
I just want to say this should be a show. I think this should be a show where you and Luca just talk about dinosaurs on a weekly basis.
I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was just a little bit older than him. So, yeah, I'm right there with him.
All right, can we show the second?
Yeah, let's see the second one.
Okay, there's number 1. Hold on. Don't show yet. Don't show yet. We got it covered.
Yes.
All right, and this is picture number 2.
And
Ooh, I like those colors too.
I needed to focus. There we go.
Yeah, there it goes. Wow. Okay, I know what I see. Let's give Chad a few minutes here, but I do like the colors. I see 3 different colors. Yeah, it looks like 3.
I think there's 3. Yeah, the pink, the teal, and the orange, maybe.
And
Luca has a lot. Luca probably knows how to use the technology about as well as Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. That you're smarter than I am.
yeah, no.
Yeah, you know.
I know.
That's
Hey.
good. Hold
That's
on, we're gonna
perfect.
look at this one for a second.
No.
All right, I'm gonna. We got a top-down view of a coral reef. And very oceany. A butterfly.
Which one
I see
looks
butterfly.
like
Pac-Man vibe.
that. That's interesting.
Okay, I'm seeing it's a fairy that is in the shape of a fish that has separated itself and magic's coming out.
Interesting. It separated itself, like it purposefully.
It comes apart kind of like Voltron whenever he separates, you know?
Interesting.
For
Okay.
its own purpose. It's not like he's exploding.
I gotcha.
A Cowboy in Pink by Blue Sheep. Blue Sheep. Oh, the blue parts are the. Where's the? Oh, I see.
Oh, the cowboy in pink and the blue sheep. Okay.
I see maybe a cowboy in the yellow. Where is it in the pink?
The yellow is probably his hat.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking at. Is okay.
Yeah, I
cool.
can see it. I can see it.
Luca.
Nice. What do you
I
see, Mike?
see. Did you ever play Oddworld on Xbox?
Mm-mm.
There's a main character. Oddworld is great. If you haven't played Oddworld, you should play Oddworld. But the main character's name is Abe, and I just see Abe.
Okay.
Like you got this like
I
this
can't argue with you
top
because
ponytail with a wrap, and that's the top ponytail with the wrap, and then I just see his face down here. Great
All
game.
right. Cool.
All right, so I'm gonna try and cover this one up and this one up at the same time. And this was the first one we saw, and this one was the second one we saw. Now you got to figure out A or B, which one was Luca and which one was Mika. Don't say it.
Yeah. Everybody in comments say A or B, Luca or Mika. What's funny is I think I would say one thing if Luca wasn't here, but I think based off his enthusiasm, I'm gonna go with A being Luca's.
A is Luca.
We got A for Mika in this one.
All right, this is A. So they're saying this one was Luca, and they're saying this one is Mika. And Matt is saying this one is Luca, and this one is Mika.
Next is agreeing with me.
Okay.
Dave's agreeing with me. I think we got swayed by his presentation.
Interesting.
Nope. But Di,
Oh,
I should always vote with
Di's doing
Di.
the
You know my
opposite.
policy. I might need to change.
Hold on, buddy. You're gonna tell him what these are, okay?
I've learned my lesson.
All right. You think everybody's in?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Luca. Which one did you do, and which one did Mika do?
I did that one. I mean that one.
Which one?
That one.
This one was yours?
Mhm.
He's right. This one was Luca.
Nice.
And this one
Yeah,
was Mika.
he seemed way too enthusiastic about that one. Let's show that one first.
Yeah. Good job.
But I
buddy.
would
All
have
right,
said
now
the other one because it has a little bit more nuance and stuff.
Yeah,
to
that's
the brush
that's
strokes.
what I thought. So it's funny. So these were both done in April, a year apart.
Oh, okay.
So this one is done this April, and this was done last April by Luca. So this was basically done just about 4 months off of them being the same age. All right. So the question: why do you keep sliding, bud? It's very uncomfortable. All right. Ready? What is this?
A storm.
A storm?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can see it. The trees all.
That's pretty good. And
I call the storm.
what do you see in this one?
I'm gonna call those footprints.
Footprints?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. Hey, Mika, come here. I like the footprints. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
What you remember painting this?
Uh-huh.
You do? What is this?
Footprint? Footprint.
Footprints?
Uh-huh.
How ironic. It's footprints.
Seems a little influence there.
The first one song was this one is a storm.
I like that.
It's a good storm.
This one's called a storm.
That's a good storm.
Thanks.
Good job, buddy.
And Mika painted
Which one is this?
Mika painted footprint.
Do you remember painting that?
Yeah.
That's one of your paintings that you gave for Chris.
Chris, that's one of my paintings.
It is.
I think that one.
You did paint that one. That is yours.
I think that one.
This one you painted.
What
And this one.
happened? No, I think that one.
This was Luca.
Ooh.
And that one.
That is Mika. Your account needs attention. That's great.
Excellent. Good
All right.
timing.
Well, thank you for coming on the show with us and talking dinosaurs with Chris. That could be a segment. Dinosaurs with Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna go upstairs and go to bed now?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna say bye to everybody?
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
Bye, Jacob. Bye, Dad.
Can you say bye to everybody in the chat? Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, bye, bye.
Love you, bud.
This feels kind of like the Mr. Rogers section where he comes in and does the
Mika, come
whole taking off his shoes and pleasant,
Doing
all
that.
that stuff.
Mhm.
And now we're about to go to the puppet show once they're gone. It's just you and me.
Yeah, now the puppet show, with the king and the train that goes in the tunnel. Bye. Wanna say bye to everybody?
Bye, Hattie.
Bye.
Say bye, Chris.
Bye. Bye, kids.
This. I'll take this.
Say bye. Love you.
I love you.
Night.
I go play that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want you to go to sleep with this though. Okay, so make sure you take it up before you go to bed. Okay.
Troll in the storm. I guess.
I like the troll. The troll is good. The troll was a good answer. That's what I saw. Footprints
Yeah.
is neat. The storm. I like the storm. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah. So there was Luca and Mika twofer. You guys got a twofer with the guest artists. That was our guest artists for tonight. So
I think it'd be interesting because a lot of these you write on the back of what Luca says they are when he makes them, right? I think it'd be interesting to wait like a few months and then show it to him, but don't show him the back and ask him what he thinks it is and see if he remembers or if he just makes something else up,
Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes he's looking at something like the trophy that I asked him to make for Helena when they won the spiel.
Yeah.
Like I asked him specifically to make a trophy, and he was looking at a picture of a trophy. And sometimes it's just like just making whatever, and then he makes up whatever, and then I wonder. Yeah, I'm curious if we go back to some of the other ones that he said, if he would say the same thing. Especially the farther back they go, right? Because his memory is still all new for him. So.
Yep.
That was cute. Okay. The show begin now the fun's over, so
Yeah. That was the best part of the show, unfortunately.
that was all of it.
No, we have a top 5 of villains to talk about, but we also have a weird torturous thing for you to go put me through, right?
Yep.
You're supposed to say no. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a game. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's
gonna be fun. Are you acrylic or watercolor or what are you painting? Because Luca's in pre-K, and I depending on, I can't imagine 20 of them. And hopefully you're not doing it by yourself, Nix, because I've seen the kids that walk in the morning with Luca, and they are out of their minds, and they're pre-K, so they got a year under. But
yeah, watercolor is the safest, right?
Yeah, well, watercolor is probably, I think acrylic definitely over oil, because acrylic will dry up and you can peel it off.
Definitely. Well, I'm thinking about getting it out of hair, clothing, eyes, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, probably would. Well, they definitely wear it all the time when we paint. It's on their face. It's all over their hands.
When I paint, it's on my face. I can't imagine.
So we have it's a fun little game. It's just 10 different things. I don't know if you want to do the game first or the top 5 villains.
Yeah, let's do the game first.
Do the game?
I'm game.
That works for me. All right, so this is where the fun came in this morning before the show, because I have a visual that Chris is going to use for the questions. And I think I added the visual afterwards because I think it would be too hard for you to just come up with games based on these things, but
Mhm.
what I did was there are 10 games, but there are 20 on the list. So I didn't make it very easy. So 10 of the games that we're going to see, I'll show you now. 10 of, and they're all, they're all horror themed. So I figured with Halloween coming up, these are some
Nice.
games that should definitely hit your table if you're looking for games around the holidays. Some are quicker than others, some take a little bit longer, but they're some of my favorites. But what I did was I took these 20 games, okay, and then 10 of those I then broke out into. I need points. I need to give you points as we do this. I broke them out into 5, 3, 2, and 1 points. And the way you're going to get those points is, I guess.
Just to let everybody know how well I'm going to do on this, I've only played 4 of these.
Great. That's going to be awesome. So it's not going to be that bad. So this is what we're going to, I got to adjust it because I've adjusted the game since I did the 4-3. You're going to get 3 points if you can get it from my first hint.
Okay.
You're going to get 1 point if you can get it from my second hint. And then you get no points if you can't get it, obviously. Okay?
I don't get 1 point from a third hint?
You're going to get 3 points from the first hint, and then you're going to get 1 point from the second hint. That's it.
Okay. And people in chat, you can play too. I just won't look at the chat.
Yes. Please play along.
Until I give up, or I won't give up because I have choices, but until I get it wrong. Right.
You will have choices. But my hints are unique in a sense. My first hint, if you can get the game based on my first hint, and you get 3 points for it, are BGG ranking comments.
Awesome.
Okay. But instead of the last game I did where I read ranked 1 and ranked whatever, you'll have all 3 of them on the same slide. So every one of them has a ranked 1 comment, a comment from somebody who ranked it a 1, a rank 6, and a rank 9.
Okay.
Okay. And
now, luckily, a lot of these I haven't played, but you have, and you've talked about them. And of course, I listen to everything you always say.
Everything I say.
So
yes.
I'm gonna get this. I didn't even know what that is.
I'm sure you'll do wonderful on this.
Darkest.
And I didn't hand select these at all for any reason or purpose.
Great.
Yep. So the first slide is going to have the 3 ranking comments. Then the second hint to get you 1 point is the BGG line underneath the title.
Okay.
So if it's asking for troubles, whatever that line is right underneath on that page, that's what I put down as the second hint.
I don't even know what that line is.
It makes it much easier.
It's my own game and I don't even know what it is, so we're in trouble already. All right.
Okay. All right, so these are your selections.
Oh, yeah, Wayne says he's only played 5 of them. How many of these has everybody played? I'm curious. I've got 4. I'll tell you what the 4 are. Sorry, I just wanted to ask them that before we jump in. I played Chaos of the Old World maybe about a decade ago and once. Arkham Horror, of course. Mansion of the Madness, of course. And
that's the card game. Arkham Horror, the card game.
Ghost Stories. Oh, that's the card game? Okay, I have not played it.
Uh-huh.
My brother played it. I got it for him for his Christmas, I think.
It's very good.
For his Christmas. So, no, I'm down to 3. I've played 3.
And I have played 18.
Yeah. I know you've talked a lot about these, so, yeah.
17?
Yep, Matt's played
17. Sorry. I played 17. I haven't played Shadows of Brimstone. I haven't played Beast, and I haven't played Nemesis. But all the others I've played.
Actually, I wonder if it's the same one. Makes it. You own one, haven't learned it, but you played another one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, you could have played somebody else's copy. So I don't know if you want to. I mean, we'll bounce back and forth because I am limited to what's going on here. So
sure.
We're gonna bounce from that to this, and this is your game number 1. The ranked 1 comment. I love the game is good if you like role-playing social deduction games with a lot of randomness. It lacked the feel of playing a board game. I wanted to end the game as quickly as I could so I didn't have to participate anymore.
What's weird is it doesn't sound. The first sentence doesn't make it sound like a rank 1. The game is good if you like role playing social deduction games with a lot of randomness. Some
Right.
people do. That doesn't
Right.
sound like a bad thing, right?
But for them,
I
it
guess
was.
for them it was, yeah.
So I like the rank
Electric-
6 even better than the rank 1.
Okay, beautiful, but far worse than even a mediocre RPG session. Okay, all right, that could lead me down certain ways. And
Uh-huh.
rank 9, absolutely amazing, so good and thematic. Apparently, these guys like was it social deduction games with a lot of
Sure.
random.
Sure.
Even more fun if one of the player goes rogue, then the game really shines. All right. Well, show me the choices again.
Sure.
Or I guess I could click the button too.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So RPG at least gets me. I'm thinking Shadows of Brimstone. That's very. I know what that looks like. I even saw it at Gen Con. They're still selling it. They had their whole booth out.
Yep.
They're still selling their old stuff. That's
Yep.
crazy.
They're still pumping that stuff out. It's amazing.
And there's still some goodness to it.
Sure.
There's some old design stuff to a lot of it too, but
Also true.
so I'm kind of leaning towards Shadows. I honestly have no idea what does that say. Kingsport? What the bottom right one?
That's Kingsport Festival.
Okay, no idea what that is. Never heard of it before in my
Okay.
life.
Okay.
I've also never heard of Darkest Night. Although that does sound like
Night is
it could be a
above
contender.
Right here is the second edition of it. It's a bigger
Okay.
box, but very good.
Strangely enough, that does sound like it could be a thing.
Okay.
Beast, I think, is supposed to have some kind of weird storytelling things. It could be Beast. Is the one to the right of Final Girl? Is that the the one with all the minis?
Kingdom Death Monster. Yep.
Kingdom Death Monster. Okay. Oh, that could be it right there. One person goes rogue. One person going rogue. I'm gonna say it's Kingdom Death Monster.
It is not Kingdom Death Monster.
Okay.
Which is fine, because now we'll go to the second hint, and you'll be going off the BGG, that little whatever the thing. I don't know what it's called. It's not a tag.
Let me see what the comments are saying. Oh no, because they like give me the answer. Okay.
Yeah, don't say that.
I won't look yet. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
This is your BGG 1 hint.
Survive an alien-infested space. Oh, Nemesis then, right?
You tell me.
It's got to be Nemesis.
You said about half the games on there, so.
Sure. I'll say Nemesis. I think that's the only one that I know of that's spacey, like alien stuff.
Okay. Nemesis final answer?
Yeah.
Nemesis is it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I need to play this. Yeah.
I need to play it too. They were playing it at QSCon. It looks awesome.
Did anybody
Now
get
you're
this
getting
before?
it. Yeah. There's no penalty for wrong answers. So if you want to guess early, just if you get it right on the first hint, then it's 3 points. And if you get it on the second one, it's 1 point.
Yeah, everybody throw your guesses out there before. Yeah.
So you can have a total of 30 points, right? Because you get 3 points per game, and there's 10 games. So you're sitting on 1 of 30.
So now I can have a total of 28 points.
Correct. Ready?
Yep.
Question number 2. The ranked 1. I literally pushed Why I Hate This from my memory. All I remember is pure pain.
Okay.
Ranked 6. So some of these in the ranked 1, they're not many, and some of them were just ranked with no comment. Some of them are gold like this one, and some of them were a little bit less, but I didn't have much to pick from. Rank 6, okay co-op fighting game with a nice theme.
Thanks a lot for writing that, rank 6. You're useless.
Yep. And then rank 9, brutal. The dice aren't fair. The deck isn't fair. Winning feels amazing.
Dice aren't fair. I mean, okay. That really doesn't give me anything.
It
Um,
does. It does.
I mean, 1 gives you nothing,
1 is hysterical.
and 6 gives you co-op. Okay.
One
Uh,
does give you. 1 gives you more than you think.
okay. And then brutal, the dice. Okay, so it's a very difficult one with dice and a deck, and winning feels amazing. Ooh, okay. I'll go Ghost Stories.
Okay. Straight up. Final answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Your hint was Taoist monks must defeat the undead or humanity is lost. It is Ghost
Nice.
Stories. Well
Another
done.
one of the 3 I've played. Awesome.
You got it.
Adam said Marvel United.
Marvel United.
Uh,
All right.
so you're
Number
talking about
3.
Nemesis here. Played the sequel. I didn't know they had a sequel to Nemesis.
Oh yeah, they have a couple. Or they have a couple expansions, but they did come out with a new Nemesis that I guess maybe streamlines some stuff.
Okay.
All right, game number 3, rank 1. Absolutely nothing compelling into playing this game. Oh, by the way, did you notice? All I remember is pure pain.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That's Ghost Story. I've said that before about it just being like
Is that your ranking?
impossible. That's not my ranking. No, I would rank this one way higher.
Yeah.
But the pure pain one, like it's a painful game. I mean, it really.
I mean, it's well known for being really tough to beat, so the
Mhm.
brutal thing really helped. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely nothing compelling into playing this game.
That
Also,
doesn't help at all.
these are copy pasted from the comments that people put into BGG. I was not correcting any grammar. If something was misspelled or punctuation was wrong or capital letters, this was all straight quotes from BGG. So I didn't.
Okay.
My
Sure.
English teacher and me didn't. I was compelled to correct stuff, but I did not.
You didn't even put in like a period where it was needed or anything?
Nope. Or it's
Okay.
driving me nuts looking at compelling right now, but we'll
Yep.
move on. All right, so ranked 1, absolutely nothing compelling into this game. Ranked 6, I can see why people enjoy this game so much. Very quick playing time. Exploring the dungeon is fun.
Mhm.
The dice placement and wound system for the heroes is brilliantly implemented.
Okay.
That's a 6.
All right.
9.
Yeah. What do you get? for-
Perfect 2-player dungeon crawler with Euro sensibilities and French comic taste. Unapologetic, violent, medieval religious nonsense with the pious warriors versus demons from hell. Atmospheric dungeon tiles, simple, not over detailed minis that remind me of 80s toys.
Okay. Well, I think I'll go back to what if I switch? Yeah, can you switch to the
Sure.
I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, I think see that's the other thing. It could be claustrophobia, but I've never played that. Could be again Kingdom Death Monster, religious stuff and all that. But I think I'm gonna go Shadows over Brimstone.
Shadows of Brimstone?
Shadows over Brimstone.
Final answer?
Yeah, I just know it's a dungeon crawler, so.
And it would be incorrect.
Okay, fine.
The
Give me the
BGG,
tagline.
the hint number 2, or the I don't know, hint, clue number 2, for 1 point.
You can
These
just
are
read
all
it.
the choices. Yes. Evan.
Okay.
Fight for glory and redemption against endless waves of hell's minions.
That sounds like Chaos of the Old World, but that's not a dungeon crawler. It's not co-op either. Maybe it's Beast. What was it again? Can you read it again?
With the BGG one?
Yeah.
Fight for. Oh, sorry. We could have done that this way. I know you don't listen
Well,
to me when I talk.
I wanted to see the.
Fight for glory and redemption against endless waves of hell's minions.
Yeah.
And remember, there was nothing in here that said it was co-op.
Yeah, exploring the dungeon is fun. That's what made me think co-op. Hmm. And it said something about heroes too, right?
Sure.
Huh. Medieval. Hmm. All right, give me my choices again, please. I guess I haven't missed one completely yet, but I think I might be doing it here. Um, what's that one that says escape right there? What's that say?
Escape?
It's right next to Ghost Stories.
Oh, Escape. What the hell's the name of it?
It's right there. You can't see it.
No, I forget. Escape. I forget the name of it.
Okay. Well,
Hold on.
Uh,
It's the hidden movement one.
yeah, I don't know. I've only seen the cover, but I don't know much about it. Uh,
Dying.
I guess I'll say claustrophobia.
Hold on.
I don't really know much about claustrophobia, but
Escape from the aliens in outer space.
oh wow, okay. Well, if I had known that, I might have chosen that instead of Nemesis, maybe. But luckily, I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm going to say claustrophobia for the answer here.
We could have went over each one of those. So you're going claustrophobia. Final answer?
Yep.
Final answer, claustrophobia. This is still correct, right? Remove, put on. Claustrophobia.
All right. Nice. I can't even tell what that artwork was from that far away. That's a horrible cover. Sorry for whoever the artist is.
It's an older game too, and the new they
It
redid
looks
it
it.
too.
Yeah.
Yep, the Redeemer and there was a priest in there. There was definitely it was religious. It's heads up. It's a 2-player game, and someone's controlling all the hell demons and someone's controlling the characters, and the way that that works is it's really good. And then they redid it, Claustrophobia 16 something something. I forget what it was called. Little refinement to the game too.
This is a title of Evan's biography.
I knew what was going on. That's great. All right, so you're at 5 points out of a possible 30. Game number
Eric
4.
had it for 3 points. Nice.
Yeah, he nailed it in the beginning. All right, here are your choices.
All right. Yep.
Are there any there that you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know much of these.
No. Like you can't, like the Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space, but you can read all the other ones. Kingsport Festival.
The Night Cage.
Right.
I totally forgot the monster one underneath Terror Below, but
Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster. Yeah. I don't know why that name keeps slipping out from my head, but yeah, everything else I can read.
Spectacular, Ancient Terrible Things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. We'll go back over to here. Game number 4. Rank 1. Mind-numbing experience. One of the dullest games I've ever played.
Nice.
Rank 6. Frustrating to play as the creature and not as much fun to play as one of the humans. Rank number 9. One of my favorite game with a lot of player interactions. A very unique and funny concept where communication is required to win, but helps both allies and the monster.
See, I know this because I listen to my co-host.
You should.
And I think it's Not Alone.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
We got a Beast. We got a Terror Below. We got a split decision here. You're saying Not Alone. We got a Beast from Eric, who is usually right with stuff. And Terror Below. Let's clear it up with the BGG thing. A shipwrecked hunted try to escape Artemia, while eluding pursuit by the creature. And you would be right. Not Alone.
Nice. See, I actually remembered you saying that whatever you say at the table, the other the bad guy, the monster, or whatever gets to hear.
Yep.
And that stuck. See, I listened to you.
You listened. I'm
Look at
impressed. The one that actually paid off the one time you listened.
Apparently,
Or
chat doesn't.
the fact that I talk about this constantly.
You really
In a
haven't
lot
brought
of
it
my
up that much. You've talked about it maybe 2 or 3 times out of like what 230 episodes now,
No, I've talked about Not Alone more than that.
maybe. But
That's a great one. All right. So Not Alone, good job. So you're up to 8 points. Good job. You're doing well.
I'm doing better than I thought. I have only played 3 of them.
Yeah, not bad. All right.
It helps them know some of them, like know about them at least.
We'll go here and then I'll go back to your selections
Sure.
if we need it. Ranked 1, eliminated on the second turn. An analysis suggested there was nothing that I could have done to prevent that. Even if I was just unlucky, that's just poor game design. As the others continued the dull attempt to survive for some considerable time, leaving me to chat to the bystanders. Rank 6, one of the best 5 to 6 player games I've played, and perhaps my favorite negotiation game.
Ooh, negotiation.
Truly underrated, with a fun group, even more fun.
Sounds like the first guy didn't have a fun group.
No, clearly not. Totally different, right? Totally different experiences. Ranked 9, the essence of negotiations dressed in some very smooth rules. If you like Bonanza, Werewolf, or Lifeboats, definitely try this one. For me, it's better than all the above, but not everyone likes it.
Okay. Well, this doesn't sound like anything I have any inkling of. So let's go back to the possibilities. I'll have to do some cutting out. So I know it's not Final Girl because that's a solo game. That's not a group, right?
Right.
Arkham Horror is a 2-player game, so that doesn't make any sense.
You could play with 4 if you put 2 bases
Can
together.
you? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Treasure Hunters, you've talked about that one before.
Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters, yep.
Yeah, that's the one with a little glow in the dark, but not glow in the dark ghost.
Correct. The ones that should be glow in the dark, and
yeah. I don't think there's player elimination. At least you never. I don't remember you saying so. It could be Kingdom Death Monster. That sounds very possible because that sounds like you die easily. I'm not entirely sure what the Night Cage is. I think that's the one that uses shadows or something like that. Terror Below is obviously the Kevin Bacon movie. What was that called?
Tremors.
Thank you. But I don't know anything other than the theme, so that doesn't really help. Maybe the guy got swallowed up by a slug or something.
And then had a chat with the bystanders.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a zombie side? The Mall of Horror?
It is not a zombicide.
What is that? What is that? Is it Mall of Horror? Is that what that's called?
It's Mall of Horrors, yep. I mean,
Okay.
There's definitely zombie themed. There's a zombie.
Sure.
There's zombies in it.
So that could be it. What was the last line that people were bored of? What in the first? What was the number 1 ranking again?
Nothing that I could have done to prevent that. Even if I was just unlucky, that's just poor game design. As the others continued the dull attempt to survive for some considerable time.
Yeah, see, it's the survive part. Could be that Kingsport thing. I don't know anything about it. The darkness thing. I'll go Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster. Do we have any? We have Tremors in the group.
Someone said Tremors.
Someone guessed Tremors. Yep.
Well, I shouldn't be looking over there just in case.
It wouldn't give you a yes or no until I move forward anyway. There is a Tremors guess. Oh no, Tremors. Sorry, I'm thinking Terror Below. Tremors is
Terror Below. Yeah.
They were answering. Yeah, Nix was answering the Tremors thing. So there hasn't been a guess on this one actually.
So I say Kingdom Death Monster.
And you'd be incorrect.
Okay. All right. Well, then give me the tagline to the game I've never played.
All right.
Sometimes it works, though. Sometimes I can figure it out.
The mall is under siege.
All right.
Zombies and negotiate who will be eaten next.
All right. Yeah, I needed that. I wasn't going there next. Yeah, it's got to be that Mall of Horrors, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Severely underrated. This game is fantastic, and
Really?
there is much negotiation to be had, basically to stay alive, because you know where the zombies are going to go. The person that's in the security room is very powerful for that time, and then you could just get kicked out the door and put someplace where you're going to die.
Looks like we had Nix it, guess it.
Good game. Look at the bottom. If you can, I can't really zoom in, but if you look at the bottom middle, it's an old Asmodee game.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
like,
it is.
early Asmodee. It's actually on the board. Like, they made sure they put their logo on the board too. Yeah,
Wow.
it's really weird. Yep.
That old logo, too.
The old one. Yeah,
Does it
this
really
game's
play in
great.
60 minutes?
It plays in about 60 minutes. Yeah, maybe a little under if you know what you're doing. Setup's pretty
Okay.
easy. You could die real quick.
So it could be way less than 60
Yep,
minutes.
it could definitely happen.
Fair.
All right, number 6. Rank. We'll read this and then go back to the things. Rank 1. I didn't play a game. A game played me. Boring. I wrote this while playing. This has gone.
That's bad.
This is supposed to be on. This has gone on for 2.5 hours. This is now among my top worst game experiences. Update. I do not even remember playing this game, but I'll take my word for it.
Okay.
All right, rank 6. Diabolically beautiful artwork and a fun game if you're in the mood. Might play again this Halloween. This game does take up far too much real estate, though, for what it is. Most of the time, we are standing up to look across the board, not out of excitement, but out of, I can't see that way over there. Rank 9. A more gamerish version of something.
You took that out.
I did. Added mechanics, drives me nuts, and theme reskinning make this a fitting and improved sequel to the original, though you likely won't want to play it with younger kids anymore. Loses a 0.5 point for very onerous setup, which, after that game, they should have known better.
So let's see. More gamerish version of something before it. Added mechanisms, I'll correct that, and theme reskinning make this fitting and okay. See, if it said prequel, I'd go Chaos of the Old World, because a lot of people feel that's the prequel to Blood Rage, but
Right.
unless this person's just wrong and has it backwards, which could have happened. All right, well, let's go back to my choices here.
Yeah, seriously. I got stuck in the walking cooler. It was a fun game. All right. Here are your choices.
Okay. Totally forgot everything that guy just said. Or those. There was one where, okay, again, I don't think Final Girl and 2-player doesn't work. I know you can do 4-player, but Ancient Terrible Things, I think, is kind of a card game. That can't be big. See, big ones. I still haven't. I've guessed Shadows over Brimstone, but I have not gotten that. We need a big game. What's a big game? Let's see. Mansions of Madness could be big. Ish. I have no clue what Beast looks like on the table, actually. I've only ever seen that cover.
Remember, a more gamerish version of another game.
Of another game, yeah. That's the biggest clue, I would imagine. More gamerish version of another game. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say Chaos of the Old World. But I think I'm wrong.
Nix is saying Mansions.
And don't tell me what they're saying, because I still get a second guess.
You do. I'm just saying. If that
Okay.
sways you in any way.
No, I said Chaos of the Old World.
You're saying chaos?
Yep.
Final answer?
Well, for until I get my next hint because I know it's wrong. Yeah.
Correct. You're wrong.
Yeah.
So the next part, the BGG one.
Okay.
Roll well or go insane in the presence of unthinkable cosmic horror.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't think Arkham Horror card game has dice. I could be wrong. But it's a card game, so I wouldn't guess so. So I guess Mansions of Madness. I guess Nick's had it. Yeah, let's do that. Mansions of Madness.
Mansion's final answer?
Yep.
You will be incorrect, sir.
Wow. Okay. What was the answer?
Mansions does not have dice. Kingsport.
Yeah, I couldn't
Festival.
remember if they did or not.
It's a retheme of Kingsburg.
Wait, which one is it? Kingsport?
Kingsport Festival.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no clue about that one. I think I've seen the cover once.
It's the Lovecraft version. It's a Cthulhu base, but it's Kingsburg. If you've played Kingsburg, it's great.
I played Kingsburg once a long time ago. I don't remember much about it.
I love Kingsburg is one of my favorites.
I remember thinking it was a good game.
Yep. This one, and they're right. They're not far off with the takes up a lot of real estate and how you can't see across the way. They kind of flipped the script on this game. And the rank 9 is right. Like knowing that Kingsburg was so good, what they did with this one and changing the board to the cards around the outside, they made it more fiddly for this, and it doesn't necessarily fit well, but the game at its core is still super fun.
Cool.
All right, so you're still at 9. That was your first whiff.
That was the first one where I got 0? I thought I had 2.
First one there, you got nothing. No.
Oh, okay.
Right, because you got Mall of Horror from the BGG thing. You got Not Alone because you listened to me. Claustrophobia you guessed on. Ghost Stories you nailed. And Nemesis was the spaceship one.
Nice. Okay.
I don't want to go too far. Okay. So we'll remove this, add this. Game number 7. Rank 1. Wow, not much game here. Turn order is messed up badly. At least someone talked a bunch of people into helping them make lots of money on a crappy design.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's unnecessarily mean.
Uh-huh. Rank 6. Feels a bit clunky. I imagine there would be more ways to get the special dice and more ways to manipulate rolls. But the game is a bit too restricting in what you can do, so a lot of it comes down to luck. The first phase of monsters are fairly easy and don't require players to spend too many tokens, but the second wave will likely eat up your resources, and by the third wave, you'll probably fail to defeat most monsters. And rank 9, thematic dice chucker with outstanding art and interesting contract fulfillment, has some dice mitigation that gives players an out, acquire swag, and feat cards for interesting effects.
Swag. All right, you got to show me my choices.
Acquire swag and feat cards.
Feat cards for interesting. Okay, and we're fighting monsters. Swag. All right, what's gonna have swag and feat cards? Huh. I would have almost said Mall of Horrors for that. What's the top right one? Is that Spooktacular? Is that what that says?
Spooktacular. That
no
was one of the ones I grabbed
what
from
that is.
Gen Con.
Is that a castle that's there? What is that? A tree?
Like a haunted house? A haunted building?
Okay.
A fun ride? A movie theater?
Okay. Huh.
It looks from here without enlarging it. It looks like it's the marquee of a movie theater.
Okay. Could be swaggy thing from film.
Actually,
let's see. Yeah, I can't swag feats.
it is. It's the marquee of a movie theater.
Oh, let me see. Okay, that looks a lot. Okay, I can make out what that is better now. Yep. Yeah, I'm not getting that ticket.
I'm not going to show you the back either.
Sure. Okay, I forgot all the things.
My plan
Um,
works.
I'm fighting monsters. I'm rolling dice. I'm trying to get the better dice.
Mhm.
Is there dice as cubes? Yeah, I don't know. There's 3 waves of monsters. The first one's easy. Could be Shadows of the Brimstone. I think everything's Shadows of the Brimstone.
Yep. The middle person's comment was the dice. There's not enough ways to manipulate the dice. The game is a bit too restricting. There's 3 waves of monsters. You're probably not going to defeat the 3 because the 2 are going to take out your resources. And then the 9 is a thematic dice chucker, outstanding art, and interesting contract fulfillment. Has some dice mitigation that gives players an out. And then they're saying that you need to acquire swag and feat cards for interesting effects.
Yeah, I think there's an interesting thought. I wonder if Final Girl, because I've never played it. It doesn't seem like anything they talked about though. I'm gonna go with Shadows over Brimstone. Eventually, it's got to be
Old
that.
Faithful for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're wrong.
Great. That one game has screwed me up so much.
It has.
All right.
Yep.
What's my tagline?
Here's the BGG tag. Travel on a jungle riverboat in search of forbidden secrets.
Oh, it's Ancient Terrible Things, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ancient Terrible Things.
Final answer?
Yep. I don't know what you're not showing me.
Oh, I'm not a thing.
You're just looking at me.
That would make sense.
Nice. It even says Pulp Horror Dice Game, and I called it a card game.
Yeah. Well, there are cards.
I remember you showing the cards.
Yep. That's the contract fulfillment. You need
a
full house or 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind to claim that card. But you roll your dice. You don't unless you have your resources to re-roll. There's like if you want to re-roll, you re-roll everything. It's not even Yahtzee style where you get to keep some stuff and it benefits you. You just re-roll. If you want to re-roll, you re-roll all of it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking Final Girl at first too, but it just didn't quite feel. Yeah. And Final Girl sounds like you're trying to survive, whereas this felt like you were fighting monsters, kind of thing. So.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right, number 8. You can see the right one. Okay, rank 1. The rule book is lacking a lot of information. A lot. It drives me crazy to see that word like that. Would not recommend.
That's fine. A lot.
Nope. A lot. Nope. 2 words. A lot is 2 words.
It's
2 words. Would not recommend. We ended up discussing the rules. One card out of nowhere ended up determining the whole game. Really bad experience.
I'll say the 2 dots instead of 3 bothers me more.
Right. Or the fact that there's no punctuation whatsoever in this one thing. Yeah. Good job. Rank 6. Kind of a hard one to judge after such a silly play. Fun was certainly had, and I like several of the mechanics at work. A lot is not a word. Correct. The cards are really swingy and chaotic, though. So it's probably one of those games to play for fun and not take seriously.
Okay.
Rank 9. Really great pick up and deliver with a fun theme put on it. The board is bright and colorful, and icons are clear and concise. The player pawns are upgraded with nice painted wood and easy to distinguish from each other and the board.
Okay, so I know it's not Final Girl because it's pawns, plural. Okay. And real swingy cards. Let's see. Bad rule set. That doesn't really tell me much. Pick up and deliver. Although pick up and deliver is one of those mechanisms that people get wrong all the time. So I have to be careful about that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and show me the choices, please.
Sure.
Bright and clear and concise. Oh, I'm going to say Terror Below.
Terror Below. That's a good one. That's your
Is it?
that's your final answer?
Yeah.
I was just giving the chat a little bit.
Oh,
in
oh
case.
yeah. I should do that. Yeah. They're still talking about a lot.
A lot's not a word. Eric's right.
Yeah, but lot, does lot actually mean a
Yes.
group? Okay.
Yeah. Like if you put up a bunch of stuff on an auction site, you have a lot.
A
It's a lot of whatever.
Sure.
Like a game lot, or it's a parking lot. There's a lot of spots. It's many spots.
Okay.
Eric saying
Cool.
Terror Below.
Agreeing with me. Cool.
I think Eric was also saying Final Girl for this one. Eric, maybe was your Final Girl? No, that was the last one.
I mean, it's got a truck on the front, so pick up and deliver kind of makes me think. Yeah.
Sure, could be. All right. This is the BGG one.
Oh, did I get it wrong?
Avoid and defeat gigantic critters while collecting their eggs in this campy game.
All right. Nice.
Terror Below.
Awesome. That's got to be the Kevin Bacon character on top of that truck, right?
It's either Kevin Bacon or the guy that's been in all of them.
Yeah.
I think I saw 1 and 2, and then I lost. I think they're up to 7 or something.
That's insane. I only ever saw the first one. Actually, that's not true. I saw the second one because I think some of them started to fly in the second one.
Yeah, I think some of them fly.
Yep. Nice. Eric and I got it.
All right, question number 9. You're at 13 points, by the way.
Ooh. Out of 30?
Ranked 1. Update. My memory of playing this game was so awful, it still upsets me years later. I don't understand how it has 7.1 rating because I can't imagine it being enjoyable for anyone as it has no redeeming qualities.
7.1 really is kind of an average rating in games, honestly. I mean, I think Troubles has 7.0. So
7's really good.
Yeah. I mean, like in most games that you think, yeah, this is a pretty decent game. It's a 7. It's somewhere around 7.
7's better than a 6.
Sure.
Rank 6. Why, oh why, did I ever spend money on this unproduced mess that came in a cardboard pizza box and costed more than a decent FFG title? I don't know. It was 2015, and I was young and foolish, I guess.
Ooh, some clues in there.
Rank 9. I know it's too long. I know it's swingy. I know it's possible to construct a god-awful party. But I adore this game. It's got at least 20 characters that are fun to play and feel unique. Actually finding a relic that meaningfully accelerates your character is one of my all-time board game highs.
You know where I'm going on this.
You going back to Old Faithful?
I got to go back. I mean, we got characters here. We got relic. Relic is a term that they've used in other games. We've got, oh man.
But I'm not trying to persuade you.
Hold on, no. Before you sway me, I just realized something because it's used in other games too. And 20 characters, that sounds like an Arkham kind of thing. 20
characters. Remember, these are all handpicked by me for a reason.
Sure.
Okay.
2015, that could have been whenever Mansions came out.
Okay.
I don't know about Pizza Box, though. It's a big game. Okay. Can I see the choices?
Sure. You're good with all the hints that are on there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because you said you were going to Old Faithful and Shadows of Brimstone, but this is a cardboard pizza box and cost me more than a decent FFG title.
Oh, yeah. And yeah. Answer the Madness is FFG. Good point. I was kind of leaning away from it because of the pizza box anyway. Pizza box is big and thin, that doesn't work. Now Shadows over Brimstone, that's a big box. I don't know about, I wouldn't call it a pizza box though. It's long. 20 characters still makes me think, oh, that's FFG though. Okay. I don't know anything about the Night Cage. I don't know if it's 2015 though. That's an old game at this point, right? 10 years?
Yeah, 2015 is 10 years ago. Night Cage is published by Smirk and Dagger.
Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna go Night Cage.
Night Cage, final answer?
Yep.
Incorrect, sir.
Yeah. All right. What's my title?
Even Nix was like, no, Chris, you were wrong.
I've never played Night Cage.
All right, BGG tagline.
Yep.
And then I'm changing over. Evil has won. Now it's up to the last remnants of good to make their stand.
What are you standing against if they've already won? Okay.
I didn't write it.
Back to the choices. Last remnants of good to make their stand. Oh, how about, that looks like an old game. How about King's Night? Is that what that's called? King's Night?
What?
Darkest Night. Darkest Night. We'll go Darkest Night.
King's Night. Thought you were going back to Kingsport, which was already an answer.
Nah, I glanced at it, so I said King's Night.
Gotcha. So evil has won. Now it's up to the last remnants of good to make their stand. And you're saying Darkest Night?
That kind of sounds like it goes with a tagline.
Sure. Yeah. It kind of does.
You have to show the... Oh, okay.
Darkest Night.
Oh, I mean, I've never even heard of this game. I think you showed the cover once on a list, but I wasn't listening.
It's really good. So the old, if you're familiar with Victory Point games, they come in a pizza box, like that quality of a box, and it comes with a napkin because all their components are laser engraved, and the napkin has their logo on it. It's for you to like wipe off the black soot that's around the pieces.
Wow.
Yeah. This one up here does not. This is the second edition. This is a much bigger quality. It's a bigger box.
Hey,
they
Aldi.
definitely dumped a ton. See? Thank you, Aldi. Yeah.
Good guess.
Nice. Good job, Nix. Yeah, Darkest Night. It's a good one. I mean, there's the Necromancer is just taken over, and now it's kind of... I'm not pandemic-esque, but the way it moves around, you're trying to move away from him. You're trying to do stuff around the town. It's a great game. The second edition's it's produced much better than the old school Victory Point game stuff, but yeah, it's really good. Yep.
Nice. How am I doing on points?
What?
How am I doing on points?
You got 1 for that, so you're at 14 now.
I'm at 14 out of 30.
Out of 30, correct.
Yeah.
So, Aldi, there are these games that Chris gets to choose from. 10 of them have been selected for this questionnaire, if you will. And what Chris has to do is, based on a rating comments, figure out for 3 points what game it is, and then the BGG tagline under the game's name for 1 point if he needs it. And currently that was game number 9, and he's got 14 out of a possible 30 points going into the last one.
I only missed like 2 of these, right?
Yeah, you missed 2. Yeah, yep. All right, so we're removing... Nope.
Thanks.
All right, here's number 10. Rank number 1. No emotions here. only efficiency.
Okay. Sounds like a good game.
Rank number 6. A take that chaotic, asymmetric abstract game. Yes, it has the spooky theme, but it's just collecting and pushing around meeples around a board. It's a mean game, and my group doesn't bullying. The solo isn't bad and saves this game from being a complete stinker. Rank number 9. That's really not accurate. It is, but it's not. Rank number 9. If you're okay with tactical versus strategic, this is an amazing game. You won't really be able to plan ahead, but there are good decisions to be had on every individual turn. Plus, replay value is off the charts as there are 20 different monsters to play. It also seems to scale well from 2 to 4.
From 2 to 4. Okay. Interesting. I like how one is like, no emotions here, only efficiency, and the other one's like, it's just a chaotic mess. But abstract game too, because you're just spooking. It's spooky, but you're just pushing meeples around on a board. Mean game. Okay, show me my choices, please.
You got everything you need from that?
Probably not.
20 different monsters to play?
Yep.
Okay.
20 different monsters to play.
And it's not Darkest Night. You already guessed that one.
Right. All right. 20 different monsters to play. It's probably not the escape one because they say monsters, not aliens. Could be chaos in all the world. I can't remember if they use meeples. I think it's plastic in that one. It's been, like I said, like 10 years since I played it. Feels like 10 years anyway. That doesn't sound like the fun little ghosty treasure hunter one. Definitely not Madness. It's not Meeples. What is Meeples? What would have Meeples? I don't know anything about that Spooktacular one. Efficiency game too. I don't know. I'll stab in the dark. Spooktacular.
That game is pretty new. That was picked up at Gen Con this year, 25. So you're going to Spooktacular? Final answer?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it's your call.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's the BGG tagline. A riveting board game of cinematic horror where you become the monsters.
Cinematic. That sounds like it might be Spooktacular. Look at that.
You nailed it.
I have no clue what that game is and got it right.
It was great clue giving on my part.
Ah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Clue picking.
Clue picking.
As much as we use BGG's site on here, we should probably give Aldi a percentage of the money we make on the show, right?
I support every year.
What's 15% of $0?
50 is, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
We can haggle on the percentage.
We could do that. Yeah, that works. That's it. Those are
awesome.
Those are my answers.
Yep, and not once did you use the Brimstone Shadows over
Not once. Not once.
Of course.
Yep.
That was the bane of my existence on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hadn't played it, but I've seen it put out. I saw it at Gen Con, so it just kept popping into my head.
Yep. And so like legit, the only ones I haven't played Nemesis, I haven't played Beast, and I haven't played Shadows of Brimstone. And I played all the others, but I've also talked about a lot of these, so I figured a couple curveballs in there. Some like Ghostfight and Treasure Hunters, I talk about constantly, so I figured that might throw you off with either the ghost stories or the Spooktacular. But some of those, the 20 playable characters or the dice and the
Mhm.
contract fulfillment, the card. Like these are also really good games for the holiday coming up. If you're looking to play
Sure.
stuff around Halloween, some of these are short, some of these are family, some of these are brutal, and some of these are much longer. But they're all pretty good for the month of October. So
What would you play out of this just to get the Halloween feel?
Spooktacular is pretty good. Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunter is my favorite, I think.
But to get the kind of wacky Halloween feel is what you'd be getting there. What about like a horror, like actual spooky, creepy?
I mean, I haven't played Beast, but I've heard mixed on that one. I think, I mean, Chaos in the Old World is definitely creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
But
just the artwork is though. I mean, it's.
yeah, but when you're playing the game, you're thinking about that in the game, right?
I guess. I mean, it's basically like Blood Rage. I mean, a
Yeah,
little bit different, but
yeah.
yeah.
I would say, I mean, Ghost Stories is for the theme with the ghosts and coming in at you, but it's threat management. The game does kind of tell you what you want to do on your turn based on the village layout. But I think Mansions of Madness would probably be my go-to, but
Hmm.
with the caveat that I would play it first edition with someone running the house.
Yeah, because you're showing the second edition there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't in any of the questions.
Right. Of course, one of the three that I've played, and it
Mhm.
wasn't on there. Actually, Chaos, the Old World wasn't on there either.
Correct.
What's the other one that I played? Where is it? I can't remember what the other one that I played.
Ghost Stories?
Oh, Ghost Story. So at least that one was on it. 1 out of 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Fury of Dracula. So there were other ones I wanted to put on here, but the comments were too specific. So the escape from with the aliens one was my hidden movement one that would have covered up any Fury of Dracula ones, but it's just too obvious. Plus, Chris loves Fury of Dracula, so it would have been.
I've never played it.
I thought you played Fury of Dracula.
I have it.
Oh,
I learned the entire game, took it over to my game group, and nobody wanted to play it.
oh,
So
yeah.
I have a very good sense of how it plays, but I've forgotten most of the rules. But at this point, yeah, I've never played it. I'm not a huge fan at this point of hidden movement, though. Doesn't mean I won't ever play them and stuff. I just haven't played one that I've been enamored with. I played a lot of White Castle for a little while, but yeah.
You mean Whitechapel?
Yeah, not White Castle, Whitechapel.
Yeah, White Castle's a different game. Spectre Ops, Emerson's game. Spectre Ops is really, really good. Fury is a little bit better, but I think you'd appreciate Fury of Dracula. Being on both sides too, right? Even like Mr. Jack's not really hidden movement. But the way that you play as Dracula trying to get away from everybody else and then you play as everybody else trying to capture, I think that reward, it's a longer game for that, but it does. Yeah.
Horrified, yeah.
Great. Mm-hmm.
I have the big monster ones with Cthulhu and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
I have the original one, but I want the new D&D one. I keep seeing it at Target and thinking I should grab that.
You probably should.
And I do kind of want the American one, but it's just the least. Oh, I want the Greek one. The Greek one looks cool.
The Greek one's good. This is one of my favorites. I just was talking about that game to somebody. The Witches of Salem. It's Cthulhu based. It came up as a pandemic. They were talking about the Cthulhu pandemic, and I said, "It's okay. Go with this game." The Witches of Salem is extremely difficult to play. It's very hard to win. Really great choices, but you're trying to seal the rifts that are opening up, and it's face down. You remember where they are, but then things happen where they get shifted around, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" It's a great Cthulhu themed game. Bloody Inn also is really good. Yep.
Can't believe you didn't put actual Arkham Horror on there, or at least Eldritch.
I did not.
All right.
I did not.
Yeah, that was fun. Good job on that.
Thank you.
It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
fun reading the level 1 BGG comments when it's
They're
not
brutal.
your game. I'll put that caveat
Yeah.
in there. It's
Sure.
it's not really fun when it's your game.
Not at all.
It's more frustrating because they're almost always wrong. They're almost always like, "Oh, this game is broken because blah blah blah," and you're like, "You don't play it that way. What
Yep.
did you do?"
Yep.
You know, you always they're almost, you know, or it's something like, "Oh, this was a horrible game. I played it in the middle of a parade, but
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
it's
what?
the game that's bad." Like, you know,
Right.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was like my Batman game with Richard. Somebody had rated it like a 2 or something and criticized us for using Man Bat as the main villain of our game in the box. And we were like, we don't have a main villain. We have masterminds, and there's a bunch of them. What are you talking
right.
about? Like, you
Yeah.
clearly rated the wrong game.
It always sounds like yeah. They did something. I saw one of Troubles once. They said it took 5 hours to play with like 4 people, and it said, granted, we did it in the middle of a game store that I was running, so I kept getting up all the time.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, this doesn't sound like my game's problem. It's a
No.
hour and 10, 15 minutes at best with
Yep.
7 people, so I don't know what you were
Yep.
doing.
Well, that's what Richard does. Whenever people talk to him about Arkham and how like, oh, we like that game, but it plays too long. Well, how long does it take? Like 4 or 5 hours. You're playing it wrong. He literally will just tell him you're playing it wrong.
No, he's talking
It
about
shouldn't
setup.
take that long. Yeah.
He's talking about setup. Setup takes 4 or 5 hours.
Setup, yeah, the game's 15 minutes. Setup's 4 hours. Unless you have a setup like mine where you just have everything out all the time.
I mean, I've played some Arkham horror games that have gone a long time because it has that same kind of sandbox issue where you could have certain turns that do nothing. I mean, you can even have turns that you miss, right? You can have turns where nothing happens.
Right.
And that's what makes it feel like it's gone over for a while.
Yeah, sure. Or you play it 8 players, okay, and you don't have someone who's dedicated to running the game. And of those 8 players, people are like on their phone or having side conversations or doing like that's not how it works. So like if you have someone that knows the game that can do the things and runs you through the game, it doesn't take long at all. Get everyone to move, get everyone to do their actions. The beast beats you up, and then you move again. Like it's not hard.
Eldritch is better.
I disagree.
Yeah, it's better.
It's more downtime for the other players. I like the epicness of you do this top thing and you have some successes, and then there's a bottom of the card and you do some stuff. But it takes so long sometimes where you're like thinking about how many dice you want to roll and how many things you want to do that everyone else is just sitting around going, what? Just do a thing.
I guess they don't take that long. Yeah.
But sure, I've played games of that just fell flat. And I'm not, it's not like a purist, and I will only like support second edition. I like the grandeur of Eldritch because it's like on a global stage instead of just being in Arkham.
Yeah.
I've never played with any of the expansions, so maybe some of that
I haven't
stuff.
either.
I don't think expansions need to, like, if you need an expansion to make your game that much better. But just we weren't playing at a max play count, and then some of those adventures were kind of like, oh well, I really want to go there, but I don't have a fucking boat ticket. Like, all right, I'll just waste my turn and take a ticket. Like, I don't know. Some of it just fell, but it's like Mansions or not Mansions, Arkham Third Edition. I've heard things about Third Edition. Some of the newer stuff that's been added to the game has improved it, but base Third Edition is just like you can have a game where you don't have any encounters or you don't encounter a monster or something. It's like that's not Arkham.
Yeah. Weird.
And then you die. That's true.
Yeah. All right. Should we get to our list?
Yeah, let's do our thing.
An hour and a half into the show, we actually do the thing that the title of the show is about.
That's why Aldi showed up. He knows that we go long in the beginning of the show, and he wants to know about our TV villains. So
yeah, we get past all the BS.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
you did miss the kids though.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Let's see. So we're doing our top 5. What are we doing now? It's been so long. Villains.
It's up in the upper left. Up in the left.
I misspelled villains.
Oh my
Valens?
God.
How do you spell villains? Now I got it in my head.
You have it spelled right on the screen.
What? Do I? Where?
Top 5 TV series villains.
Oh, I do. Look at that. Valens. That's
Not Valens.
All right, we'll just do this here
That would
so that
be
people coming in can know what we're talking about.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah,
so
'cause we had no scrolling thing going for the game.
no, we didn't.
That's good.
Okay, so we have we decided not to do comic book TV series or
Right.
TV series based off of comic books, right? Probably because like 4 out of 5 of mine would come from that.
Yep.
It's too big of geeks. That's gonna make its own list someday. I think we could just do that the same way we took Pixar out of animated films, right?
Correct.
And then did a Pixar one. Or we'll do one. Did we do a Pixar one yet?
Nope.
No, but we will at some point.
We should. Yep, we will.
Yeah. So, any other restrictions? Did you put any other restrictions on yourself for doing it?
No, I wanted to lift that restriction.
Did you have a hard time with this list?
No. When I started thinking about it, I don't watch as much TV and like syndicated TV as you or most, because there are a lot of TV shows that I've just never seen. But once I got into that stuff that I had seen like years ago that stood out, then it started to click a little bit more. But there's one I'm gonna fight you on. And then initially it was, I feel the comic books and the villains in comic books are canon, right? They're comic books and that's the way they are. But the TV shows take a little bit of liberty in creating the characters in a different way, not a different universe kind of thing, just a different way. And I feel like some of them are different than the ones that were introduced to us in comics. But since we're not doing comics, 3 of my first, when I sent Chris a question, I used Lex Luthor from Smallville as an example. Not on my list.
Good list. Good choice.
Good pick. But he wasn't. And I use it as an example because Lex Luthor, obviously, Superman, but he's in the TV series Smallville. So would he count? And Chris said no. And that knocked out 3 of my top 5 without looking back at like doing a search or anything. 3 of my 5 were that fit that description. So
when we do the list in the future, you'll have 3 to start off with.
Well, yeah, all 3 of them are going to be the same 3 that you're going to have on your list.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I mean, definitely 2 of them. Maybe not that one because
I have 16.
Okay.
And in case we have doubles and stuff, I could pull from there or whatever. But I have them in order from my most loved to other. I find that I have a liking of villains who eventually become heroes, though, or not so much heroes, but sometimes redeem themselves.
Oh wow! Okay.
But I think I only have one of those. Yeah, I only have one of those in my list of top 5. But in my other ones, I'm looking at these, I'm like, ooh, that one and that one. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like sometimes I like the villains who, and I think it's because, and I'm only judging this based off of when they are a villain, but it's because they have that little nagging voice in the back of their head that's like, should I do this? That kind of personality in a villain is much more interesting to me than just the pure evil emperor of the Sith kind of twirly mustache villain.
That hesitation in doing the
I like to see the struggle, right? And sometimes the struggle wins, they become good in the end. So one of mine is like that.
Isn't the definition of that, I like to see the struggle, isn't that the definition of a sadist?
No, I like to believe that there's good in everybody. How about that? There you go.
Yeah, sure. Go with that.
Heard it positive. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's just more interesting to me.
I just noticed there's a spot on my shirt, or it looks like there's a spot on my shirt.
Oh, it looks like a heart.
It is. It's a purple heart that Luca gave me because
nice.
he took it off his mug and he gave it to me and he said it's because he loved me.
Nice.
And I'm just sitting back here going, "What the fuck's on my shirt?" Oh, it's a sticker.
I didn't even realize this, but my coffee mug has so many different shows on it, representations of shows on it, that there's probably a few mine are in here.
It might be. My number one villain from a TV show is that fucking puppet in the background of your in your room. Does that count?
Look,
Is this considered a TV
I-
show?
I put him up here, so he's got
Yeah.
his little hat on.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's not nice with the hat.
No, he's more eye level too with you. So I'm looking at you now. I see rather than him being down at Batman level, he's now there with you.
Batman took his place. Batman's got a Captain's Army helmet on to keep him safe while he watches over the Flamecraft ulcer.
I still hate you.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Who's going to go first?
You.
All right, fine. I'll go first. All right, so my number 5 is the one on my list that has the like turn good arc to them. Sorry for any spoilers. But it's Prince Zuko from Avatar Airbender.
Yeah, that was. I knew that was going to be on your list.
You knew that'd be on my list?
I don't know the characters, but I knew Avatar would be on your list.
I mean, I could have gone the Fire Lord, which is the ultimate bad guy kind of thing, his father. But he is the Emperor Twirly Mustache guy. He's just evil, no redeeming qualities, no struggle, nothing like that. It's a little boring. In fact, he really doesn't have a lot to do in the whole movie. It's all about the people under him that are kind of struggling about the evil crap that he's doing, right? So Zuko, for me, is fascinating because he's doing the stuff that he thinks he has to do to win his father's favor and all this stuff. And yeah, his whole storyline, it's kind of like you pointed out, the Lex Luthor thing where you get to watch them become a villain, and then unlike Lex Luthor, he gets out of it in a weird way. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, that's going to be my number 5. I should have gotten a little figure. I've got him back there.
Avatar is not a thing, and I know much about.
You should watch it. You should watch it with Luca. It's very good.
I probably
You would like
will.
it. It's family friendly. You could watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm. It's on the list.
Yeah.
All right. This is extremely difficult. Because these are pretty solid bad guys. But I'm gonna go. I mean, out of the gate, I'm gonna come out with Frank Underwood.
Where do I know that name?
House of Cards.
Oh God. Okay.
Kevin Spacey's
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Main character is the villain. Yeah.
Yeah. He is just unapologetically douchey.
Oof.
He just doesn't care about what he does, who he screws over. What and the way that was filmed with the sides, right? Like looking at the camera, like telling you what he's gonna do, and then he just literally does it. He couldn't care less about anyone else that he was stepping on, throwing under a bus, whatever. Just great character, great performance. Sucks that he's a douchebag, but man,
Played by a
that
villain.
character was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that was a great character. I felt bad for oh man, her name just went right on my head, but she plays his wife. What's her name? What's her name? She's from The Princess Bride.
She's an Arquette, isn't? No, not an Arquette.
No, she's from The Princess Bride. She's the princess.
Yeah. Yep.
Buttercup. Anyway. Anyway, someone will tell us in the comments. But I felt bad for that actress because she was killing it in that show. And then that's the show got canceled and stuff because of that. But yeah.
Well, they redid it. The last season of it, she became the president. Like she kind of took over.
Yeah.
Right.
Robin
Wright Penn. That's
thank you so much.
Right. Yeah, phenomenal. I mean, the storyline. I loved it. I loved watching it. I thought it was a great series. I love the way that they told the story with the camera angles and the sides and talking directly to the camera and like this is what I'm going to do. And then he fucking did it. And then he was so brutal.
Yeah, because he has this whole politician smile face greeting you, and then turns to you to tell you how he really feels about the person right there, who's just standing there not. And it was a great way of doing the whole show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick.
So my number 5, Frank Underwood from House of Cards.
Yep. Great pick.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna do the sneaky thing. So you do the number 4, right?
We should do it. All right. It doesn't get any easier, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna go with, for my number 4. I can't do that. I gotta go with Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Every time he was on, I fucking hated him. I hated his smugness. I hated his smirks. I hated everything that he stood for. You feel bad for him, I guess, at one point. But I couldn't care. I just couldn't. There was not. It's like, all right, good. You just wanted him to fall off a cliff so many times. But great on the actor. I mean, he played the part so well. That I could not stand. I still cannot stand like looking at his face. Ramsay Bolton.
Well, this is fascinating because my number 4 is also from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. It's probably going to knock off one of my other ones, but sure.
Well, it's not Bolton.
Yeah, sure.
It is probably the most insidious of all of them. And I love his ending. It's Littlefinger.
Oh, really?
Yes. I love how everybody has all of this stuff going on, but he's this slimy little snake that's slithering between everybody's, goals and stuff. He just gets behind, he gets away with everything back and forth. And then, I don't want to spoil, but I mean, it's just such a great story all around, what they did with him and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could have a whole Game of Thrones. I don't think, we've been doing this show for almost 5 solid years now. I don't think we've really gotten into Game of Thrones. We've touched upon it here and there. I really don't think we got into it in any of our episodes.
We didn't, because I've needed years to get over the ending.
Sure. Sure.
I've stopped myself from rewatching it just because of the ending. I was so upset about how they ended it. The last 3 episodes is all that. Yeah. I've thought about rewatching it all the way up to that point. Right. I might do that and just pretend like the next 3 episodes don't happen, right?
It's kind of like making a house rule, though, for a game, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
I wanted House of Dragon to kind of help me get back over that stuff, and the time jump or whatever happened from season 1 to 2 just threw me, and I lost interest.
I saw the first season of House of Dragon. I thought it was really decent, but you know what the difference was is I didn't care about any of the characters. Right. Whereas in Game of Thrones, you like a lot of the characters. There are characters you do not want to die, and they're probably going to die anyway, but you do not want them to die.
Right.
And in House of Dragon, when season 2 came up, I was like, I don't even remember any of these people, nor do I care.
Couldn't care. Yeah.
I remember Matt Smith's character just because he did a really great job, and Matt Smith was a Doctor Who, so I knew him already and all that stuff. But should stick with House of Dragons, probably. I thought the writing was interesting and all that stuff. I liked some of the cool action scenes and what was going on there, but just none of the characters meant anything to me at all. It could have swung one way or the other. Everybody slaughtered one side, the other side. It doesn't matter to me at all.
Yeah.
And when you get like that in a story, then why do I care? It's
right.
Yeah.
We spent years with those characters in Game of Thrones, and what Game of Thrones taught you is that no one was off limits. Right? Sure. It didn't matter who you were, you could die. At any given point, you could get your head cut off and you were dead. Right from season 1.
But take episode 1. This is going to be tangent. Sorry. Take episode 1 of Game of Thrones. All right. Episode 1, immediately, that Ned Stark's awesome. King's kind of a dick, but whatever. His wife and brother-in-law, you get that whole story. And they're bad and evil. You get the Targaryen? No,
Not Targaryen.
Peter Dinklage's character.
Yep. Lannister.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
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 You get Tyrion's kind of personality, and you like him. You like
Mhm.
Jon Snow. You like Arya. You like. You just instantly know who to like, and you hate. What's his name? King Joffrey. You just hate him, or Prince
Yep.
Joffrey at that point.
Yep.
Instantly, they tell you who to love and who to hate, and that was great. And in House of Dragons, I was just like, this is a bunch of people. I don't care about.
It builds a little bit. You start to get a little bit more of the story, and you get the backstabbery, and you get the politics. It happens, but it just didn't. It didn't. It almost felt forced. Then, like Game of Thrones, although it was right in our face, it kind of like it happened naturally, even though there was forced.
I just don't think they gave the characters any time to be likable,
Yeah.
and so,
Yeah, that time jump just threw me.
Hmm.
It's on the
I didn't
list.
mind
I
that.
want to get back to it, but
Cool.
yeah.
Anyway, big digression.
Those are some good people.
Yeah.
Fucking little.
It was really hard, by the way, to figure out which. You could just do a list of villains from Game of Thrones, honestly.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
It was really hard, but that's the one that stands out to me because I just loved his connivery. Is that a word? Connivery?
It locks in second season. Okay.
Okay. So number 3, I'm going to go with one that I know you don't know anything about, I believe, but it's the Master from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I didn't think you were a Doctor Who follower. You either know everything about Doctor Who or you know nothing about Doctor Who. So that works, at least in the U.S. Maybe in Britain you get a lot more of it and stuff. But the Master is basically his super villain. He's also Time Lord, all that stuff. There you go.
Got it. Yeah,
Master. Yeah, or the Mistress, depending. But what's great about the Master is sometimes you don't even know the Master is the villain until it's revealed, and he comes and goes because it's time jumpy, wibbly wobbly, or all that stuff everywhere. Doctor Who. So Doctor Who, to get into Doctor Who, you have to start at the beginning. And by beginning, I mean Eccleston, like the new beginning, not the 1955 black and white first one, although that's interesting. But whenever they started, I think 2001, early 2000s, whenever they restarted it.
Right.
The David Tennant and all that stuff. You have to start from the beginning because the first one I ever saw was like a middle episode, and I had no idea what was going on. It seemed completely insane, and it's almost like an anime. Like you can't just jump into the middle of an anime.
Right.
No idea what's going on. It's insane.
Sure.
So it is a little rough to get into. Once you do, it's such a payoff. So.
Yeah.
I
mean, there is quite the fandom of Doctor Who, but
Yeah,
it does seem like something time intensive to get into because you got to watch all. I mean, everything is, but there's so.
I mean,
much
you don't have to, but it's just another thing to watch and enjoy. But it's not like sometimes people say you have to watch like a season that sucks before you get into a good one. I actually think Doctor Who gets good right off the bat, but you have to start at the front. You can't just pop into the middle. So
right.
But the Master.
That's a good one.
Probably one of the oldest ones, to be fair.
Probably,
from the 70s, I think, was the first. First time the Master came in. Could have been the 60s. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's that's definitely the oldest on my list.
All right. So what's your number 3?
Good pick. All right. I'm torn, but I'm gonna go with the Trinity Killer.
Oh, seriously, that's on my list. Yep.
Let's go. Arthur Mitchell. Arthur Mitchell. From Dexter.
Yeah.
played by the amazing John Lithgow. What a dick!
Yeah.
What an absolute. You'd think.
Yeah.
You'd think like Dexter is the he's the killer. He's the one that's killing all these people, but he's doing it because they're bad people. And now you
Yeah.
have John Lithgow coming in, and he's a serial killer who's killing serial killers. Cool, but he's such an asshole, and he does unbelievable things in his killings, and does one of the I guess the biggest that just turns that show on its head. Unbelievable bad guy, and Lithgow is just tremendous. In the
One of
way he plays
Lithgow's
that guy.
best performances ever, and that's saying a lot because it's Lithgow, right?
Yeah.
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 One of the best scenes is just him with his family at the dinner table. Maybe
Yep.
it was breakfast, but the way he interacts with them, it's like you can see the cracks through the family. Like at first, it looks like a normal family thing, and then you start seeing
Yep.
what it's like to have him. It's so beautifully done. I saw a thing where Lithgow was talking about it, and he almost didn't do it because he had to be convinced to do it by like friends or something like that. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Fine, I'll do it," and stuff. And he said it turned out to be one of his favorite roles ever.
It's so different than other stuff that he's done, but it seems like one of those roles that would like scar you because of like what he's doing, like what's going on, the character that he has to play, the abuse and the things that he's like, it's just
It was
God.
really dark.
Ugh.
It was dark because it felt real, right? Like
Yeah.
it didn't feel like that's probably just it felt like, oh, this could be a real thing. And not only that, but John Lithgow plays such a creepy villain.
Yep.
Like he has such a happy, normal not normal,
Yeah.
actually, unusual looking guy, but in a good way. But he is such like, Harry and the Hendersons and,
Yep.
Third Rock from the Sun and all that stuff. And then, but when he turns evil, there's just a little bit of change to his face. Oh, it's so creepy.
Yeah. He
It's
nails
such a
it.
good pick.
Absolutely nails it. I love that series. I haven't gotten into the new one. I heard they already canceled it. I love Dexter. I thought Dexter was a great. I mean, it's hard to say Dexter being a villain for sure, but probably could be a number one villain because he doesn't get sick of it.
He's not the
constantly
villain of that show, is the thing.
right?
He'd be a villain in real life, but
sure.
Not.
I mean, he's a villain in that show. He's the villain. He's the one that's killing. He's killing people, right? That would be a villain, but he's killing bad people, which
he's killing evil people. Yeah.
Right. But so is Lithgow.
Yeah, so is Wolverine.
Until Lithgow is not killing evil people anymore.
Yeah.
So Trinity Killer, Arthur Miller, brutal, absolutely brutal.
This is he played Lord Farquaad.
Yeah. Then to see him in fucking khakis and a button down doing the things he's doing in that show, oh my God.
Yeah. No, great pick.
Thank you.
It almost made my 5. So yeah. Okay, so that was 3. So we're going to 2.
That was 3. So this one might be on your list.
It's possible. My second one you've never heard of. My first one you have. So it could be my first one you're taking from me.
I'm curious. If not, you're wrong. Your list is wrong. But I have to put this one second over what the one I'm going to talk about because I just have to. It's Professor James Moriarty.
Oh.
From the Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay.
That Moriarty, he is.
Is there a professor in that one?
I mean, that's his characters.
Moriarty is his character, but I don't think he was a professor in that version.
Yeah, I thought he was.
He might have
been
been
a professor.
Well, he was in all the other versions, but I don't know about that. Anyway, continue. Yeah. Good pick. Great pick.
That's a good question. I always thought he was, or I assumed he was. He was an adjunct. Yeah, very good, Evan. Yeah, his character in that show was utterly terrifying. Like he was he as a character, he was always a step ahead, if not two or
Mhm.
three, and it really it showed in that show. It drove him like mad to a degree. I liked what they did with
No, completely.
yeah. I like
Honestly.
what they did with his character in the other shows, like Moriarty as a character, but specifically that actor in that series as Moriarty was just hauntingly terrifying. He was so on point with everything he was doing. He wasn't, a friend of mine would say, you're not even playing checkers or chess, you're playing Go. He was playing something even more than Go. Like he always came across as just knew everything, seeded everything, planted everything, did everything he needed to do at the right time with precision. And he was just awful. But the
Yeah.
character made it was so brilliant the way he did that character. So Moriarty from the which they said they were bringing back the show, and now they're not doing it again. I hope they bounce back.
Yeah,
I
I
love
hope
that
they do too.
series. Yeah,
Yeah.
that series was great.
It was a great series. I I think the only reason why I didn't put, and I thought of that one as well. The only reason why I didn't put it there is I don't think we got enough of them. I think they kind of took them out of the show sooner than I would have liked. Although it was a brilliant
Yeah.
way of doing it, but I would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
liked to get a lot more of them.
Sure.
And the type of, Moriarty is kind of like a Lex Luthor in a way, because every time you see him, he's slightly different. Like
Yeah.
everybody plays him just in a different way. Slightly, he's more business. He's more this. He's more that. This one, he's more insane, right? He's almost like a Joker, almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is interesting, but I don't like that type of Moriarty as much as I do the proper English gentleman type. Like I actually like the Moriarty from just Sherlock.
Don't say it.
Yeah. The Robert Downey Jr. series.
Yeah. No, that was my least favorite Moriarty.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a great one. I prefer that Moriarty.
But he seemed smart. Like he came across as smart, and he came across as being a step ahead of Sherlock. But he never came across as menacing. He never came across as like that level. I guess the psychoticness, the psychoness, or whatever that word is that I'm screwing up, of the BBC series. The way that he portrayed that character made sense in that series for him. The one with Robert Downey Jr., he just seemed like a side piece. Like he never really he planted all the stuff, and it seemed good, but there were so many other moving pieces. I don't know. He seemed like a puzzle master, not a threatening.
I think I prefer the Moriarty that can sit across from Sherlock Holmes and have a conversation, and in that conversation, they're both playing chess with their words and what they're saying. Like I like that deep kind of conflict there. I like this Moriarty too, the one that you're bringing up. I think it's great. Should be on the list. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, no, I mean
that form of Moriarty. I also like the Moriarty that's in Elementary. If you've ever
Elementary,
seen that.
totally.
I almost did that one.
Yeah, that
totally different. I almost did that one, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
yeah. I liked them. I like the Sherlock. All the different series. They come across as different. But purposefully, they're just different interpretations of whatever at a different time period.
And I appreciate all the differences as well.
Great, it's great. They did have. There were many conversations that Cumberbatch had in that series, but it was just, I just loved that craziness that he portrayed, because it's kind of like, so maybe it's been a while. I assume you don't read it on a regular basis, but in Hamlet. Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Yeah.
There are two versions of Hamlet. One's by Kenneth Branagh, who's amazing, and one is by Mel Gibson.
Neither which I've seen. I've only read it, but
okay. So if you get a chance, and for a study, because my background, the Kenneth Branagh version is very, like you said, proper, right? He's British. It's British. He did it the way it was, like the traditional reading of Hamlet being insane and just going insane and doing insane things. And then you watch Mel Gibson's portrayal of Hamlet, and he kind of does like what Kevin Spacey did in House of Cards, where he does an aside to the viewer, and it's almost as if he's playing with everybody, and he's like, watch what I'm going to do to them. And then he plays this insane character, does these insane things, but like showed you that he's not crazy, that he just is fucking with everybody. And
I've
it's
seen
such a
clips of
different,
that, yeah.
oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so great the way that they interpreted the same piece of work, but they did it in such a different way. And I think I liked Mel Gibson's version of it better, because he's like, basically like, watch what I'm about to do to these people. And then he did the thing. Just like Moriarty, like, comes across as crazy and more insane. But I think that's just his character. I think that's just the way that he read.
I
the
think
way
he
that
proves
worked.
that he's crazy.
Sure. But like in Elementary, he actually does, like, he is addicted to drugs, and they're dealing with that thing.
Right.
That wasn't in Sherlock, in the BBC one. That's not in Robert Downey Jr.'s one.
No, but it was in the
Books.
yeah, they don't have it in his. They do, instead of drugs for him, for Cumberbatch, they do more like they just make him kind of socially awkward, right?
Sure.
No, thing.
But it comes down to the interpretation, and I just I love the way that he did that character.
He did actually smoke cocaine in the books.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they purposefully left some stuff out of all the different versions.
Although I don't think it was ever seen as a problem.
No,
it was just like, sometimes I like to do that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 2 is Moriarty, more specifically the one in the BBC Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman version.
Or maybe it was opium. Might have been opium.
I think it was opium.
Yeah. Okay, so my number 2. Luckily, you didn't take my number 1, so maybe you will still. Oh no, because I get to do.
You get to do it first. Yeah.
Nice. So my number 2 that you've never heard of, because you don't watch Star Trek, is
the Borg.
No, I thought about the Borg.
Huh.
But they are again, they are kind of like the mustache twirling bad guy. There's no depth to them. They're just a moving force. If anything, they're like a zombie horde, you know?
Okay.
To me, the best bad guy out of Star Trek series, I'll say that because come on. But out of the series is Gul Dukat from Deep Space Nine. If you're a fan of Deep Space Nine, this guy starts in episode 1, ends all the way through 7 seasons, and he's back and forth. Sometimes he's a friend, sometimes he's a bad guy, and ultimately becomes super villain kind of guy, which you don't see coming for a little while because he's kind of like, maybe he's just, blah blah blah. I think he's one of the best actors on there as well. He's got this smooth duplicity to him, very political. He says stuff right to your face, and you know what he's really saying, but his words, if you just put it on script and put it out for people to read, to go, oh, he's just being nice, but you can see that he's not, like, wonderfully played and stuff. So he's my favorite villain from the series, but he gets probably the most screen time of any villain.
Is Deep Space your preferred, or is it Next Generation?
So I'm at a place right now where another series is about to take over my current favorite series. Next Generation is my favorite series.
Okay.
But Deep Space Nine is a very close second. And then Enterprise is after that. But Strange New Worlds, which is current right now, is so close to just becoming my favorite.
Really?
And they're going to have 5 seasons. They just finished 3. 4 is already in production. I'm loving it so much. And if I were able to tell somebody to get into Star Trek, I'd tell them to start there.
They said that they're going to cap it at 5?
Yep.
Interesting. Where does it take place in relation?
It takes place 5 years before Kirk, the original series. So it even helps to say start there, right?
Hmm.
And they're saying after we do 5, the producers are saying we hope we'll be allowed to to do a new series that's year 1 of Kirk, because really we see the last 3 years of Kirk in the original series. So year 1 and year 2 could be a continuation. So we'll see.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, it's all Captain Pike and all his crew and stuff on the Enterprise before Kirk takes over.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
And Spock's on it and all that stuff. So yeah, it's excellent. I love every single character, every single one.
Interesting.
Yeah. There you go.
I haven't watched any of it, so I've seen a couple Next Generation like years ago when it was on TV. But it never really it just seems so fucking dry.
It really depends. There are some episodes that I won't watch again because I've seen them all at least a few times, but there's some I'm just like, oh, this is a bad one. Like they're a bad one. and it's so episodic that would happen, right?
Right.
You could jump into almost any episode and be like, oh, here's a new story. And so they have some connecting ones that, you'd be a little lost if not, but yeah. But anyway, it's Goldacott from Deep Space Nine, Star Trek.
Okay, good pick. I believe you.
You believe me. I think you would like this guy as a bad guy.
I don't think so. Wait, you what was your number 5? Was Avatar, right?
Yeah.
What was 4?
Game of Thrones, Littlefinger.
Game of Thrones. What was 3?
The Master from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. And now you're on Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
Okay. And your number 1.
Yeah, number 1. Let's do it. So anyone who knows me or can see things behind me should be able to guess that I can't let this go without having a Star Wars series.
Oh, we leave Star Wars off this stuff, though, don't we?
Oh, no. Nobody said Star Wars. I asked, should we leave anything else off? No. You didn't say anything about Star Wars. So
we say every episode we will leave Star Wars off. We'll leave.
I'll tell you what I did. I left the movie villains off, even though they make appearances. Like I left Darth Vader off, even though he's in the Obi-Wan series as a villain, truly. But I left him off because he's really a film villain, right? Okay. So I did that. I went to the series and just looked for the villains that exist in those series. And I came up with, again, another one that has kind of like turmoil going on. But instead of turning to hero in the end, she still goes evil. And it's Deidre Miro from Andor.
Okay.
Yeah, her whole...
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
I have not finished Andor 2.
What?
I have not finished Andor 2.
In the show right now, go watch Andor 2.
Okay.
How far have you gotten?
I'll pause the live. I'll pause like 2 episodes. I'll
just watch
the live stream. Yeah, okay.
We'll make it a reveal thing where you could just watch it and we'll watch you watching it.
Yeah, we'll do a live stream of me watching it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was almost Thrawn. Thrawn's so good. Actually, I do have Arcane on my list as number 7, and it's Jinx, not Silco, because Jinx does the turnaround kind of thing that I like, much more interesting in the head than Silco, I think. Good character, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Deidre Miro, I won't spoil stuff, but even from the first series, you can see there's a moment where you're rooting for her and you're like, yeah, you put that guy in his place. And you're like, oh, wait, you're a evil Nazi person. Right after you root for her, they have her torture someone.
Right.
Bix, right? They have her torture and you're like, oh, right, she's evil. I shouldn't have been rooting for her.
Yep. Just
the writing and the acting and everything they do with her is amazing. One of the best roles. So yeah, that's be my number 1.
I am shocked that you put Star Wars on here because I didn't.
We didn't say no Star Wars. We said no comic books.
But we've said it before that Star Wars, like these are things that we love. Even Deep Space Nine, you back to back two things we say we don't talk about in our top fives because we talk about them all the time.
We said we don't talk about them in our top 5 movies. Never said anything about that. Hey,
I will
if you
find
want
it.
my number 6, it's Thrawn from Ahsoka and Rebels.
Great,
it's,
that's good.
It's still
Yeah.
Star Wars, so I couldn't substitute. 7 is Jinx, so there you go. I'll throw that in if it doesn't count
Perfect.
Star Wars.
No, I mean I can see it. I can't argue with you yet, so I'll just argue that you put a Star Wars as your number 1.
Wayne says, so far, one from each of you, the Master and Moriarty.
Nice. They're good ones. Oh, the comic one. The comic one's going to be even more brutal than this. All right, so my number 1. We're at the end here, so I had. It's not going to ruin anything. I had Negan as my number 1, but
Comic book.
you said comic book, and I would argue. Even though The Walking Dead is from the comic book, they took many liberties in changing a lot of what those characters were into the TV series.
That's very true.
Okay.
But you could say that about all of them.
Sure. Anything in The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There are parallels, but for the most part, they did change the characters' storylines.
Sure, but I mean, they changed the characters in Smallville.
Sure.
I mean, and Daredevil. Not all of that just comes from the comics, right? So,
right, but I know most people will think if you said Lex Luthor, no one's thinking Smallville, everyone's thinking comic books. I don't know how many people, other than the fans that have now been turned on to the graphic novels of The Walking Dead, know that came from a graphic novel series and wasn't just a TV series that they put together.
sure.
So my argument was going to be that, 1, it was different, and 2, not many people would know that it was a graphic novel series.
It's a fair argument. Yeah.
But then I remembered what they did to Negan after they captured him and just cut his balls
They
off.
ruined him. Yeah,
Right.
they ruined him. Yeah.
So I have to go with Joffrey Baratheon.
Went back to Game of Thrones.
I had to go to Game of Thrones. I could have done a top 5 Game of Thrones, but every time that kid was on the screen, I wanted to punch the screen. I hated everything that came out of his mouth. I hated the way he looked, the way he acted, the way he breathed in a background scene. I hated him so fucking much.
Yeah.
It's has to be. And much as I hated Negan when Negan did the whole thing, and you hated Negan, and he was
definitely.
He was that bad. Joffrey is worse. When I started really thinking about it, I hate Joffrey more than anyone else on my list.
Megatron's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joffrey's a solid pick. I see him as almost just mustache twirling because there was no redeeming qualities to that kid.
0.
Now you can see why, definitely,
Sure.
because of the way he was, that made him interesting and stuff. But anytime he looked anytime they showed him watching someone, you're just like, oh, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you gonna do? Don't do it. Stop it, kid. Somebody stop him. Just someone you hated.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was done so perfectly. The character was written so well. The things, the way that he interacted with people, the lines, the acting, he made you hate that character by just people were holding court somewhere. The screen would look at him and you'd want to punch him in the face. And he wasn't even like part of the scene. He was just sitting there and you wanted to strangle him. He did such a good job of making you hate him that he had to do it.
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
Yep.
These are solid picks as well. I thought about Kilgrave, but comic books, right?
So Kilgrave is one of the first ones I wrote down
that
had to come off because of comic book.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you would have brought Ben up on this list.
Oh, he's on my list. Benjamin Linus from Lost. Yeah, I love that character. He is so duplicitous and interesting, and that even the actors really brought him to life. But yeah, really cool. He's on my list. He just didn't make the top 5.
I would have almost bet that he would have been on your top.
He's
5.
actually 11.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder how much of that is because you liked him.
I did like him a lot.
That's why I'm curious. If you hated him more, would he have been higher on your list?
I liked him because he was fascinating to watch, but there wasn't what's the word? There wasn't a will he turn good? Will he choose the other path or anything like that? You knew his character, and he showed you several times who he was, and he would always go that route.
Okay, that's fair. Makes sense.
But yeah, Livia Soprano, I thought about that.
Master manipulator.
Yeah, such a real character too, right?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, I agree. David Tennant did a great job as Kilgrave.
Yeah, for sure. That was no way. If what the comic book thing, and Jessica Jones is different. If the comic book thing took that one right off, but Kilgrave is.
I'm surprised no one said Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
From Breaking Bad, yeah. I never finished that series. I watched the beginning of it, but I never watched the whole thing.
It gets so good, man. And this character is amazing. When he's sitting there, you can feel the calculations in his head and what he's thinking and saying, and you can just tell when someone says something, you see the little actions in his face that make him go, "Oh, I'm gonna have to kill this person." Okay, put them on that kind of thing. But it's so small that the other person doesn't see it, kind of thing. Like it's so well acted.
He's great. I mean, he's Moff Gideon, right?
Yeah.
But I watched A Brave New World, and he's bad in that. Like he is. You don't like him.
Yeah. In the new Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the snake guys. Yeah.
Yeah. He was not.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
Yeah. He is.
I have Evil Willow from Buffy, but that's more of that's a villain for about 3 episodes. So
yeah. Not horrible.
That one's just more of a fun. I have Rupert Mannion from Ted Lasso, which you haven't watched.
I haven't watched that.
But he is one of those people that you just love to hate. And he does such a good job. Benjamin Linus, Trinity Killer. Who'd you say?
Like Callus.
Callus?
From Star Wars?
Yeah. I have Jubal Early from Firefly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Episode 10, Objects in Space. So, you've seen Firefly?
Yeah, that's very specific.
Yeah. So Jubal, it is. He's only been in 1 episode. You could tell he was supposed to be coming back and all that stuff. But he was the bounty hunter that boards their ship looking for River and trying to hunt her down, and takes down the whole ship like quietly. And he's so weird. He hears things like someone says, "Are you lying?" And he goes, "Am I a lion? I never really thought of myself as a lion, but I suppose." The guy's like, "No, I said lying." He goes, "Oh, that's weird." He's just like these weird interactions and stuff with him. It makes him such a weird character. I really enjoyed the performance.
Was he in Serenity?
No. That guy was the agent, and he is one of my favorite villains because, again, he has a cool arc. But he's one of my favorite villains from movies, but that's a movie, not a series. So
right.
I would have picked him out of the whole thing, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, this is cool.
Yes. Yeah, Rupert's office in the Ted Lasso looks like he's the emperor.
That's cool. I gotta watch that show.
You do. I'm rewatching it again for the third time. It's really good. Lorne Malvo from Fargo. If you've ever seen the Fargo series,
Mm-hmm.
this is Billy Bob Thornton's character from the
Yep,
first
yep.
season. Amazing.
I
It's
liked
one of the
him. I
best-
didn't. He wasn't necessarily a villain. I mean, he is. I
He
guess.
was totally a villain,
Yeah,
but
no,
he was
is.
such a likable villain.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
like just like Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. Have you seen Bad Santa?
I've seen parts of it.
Oh my god, that movie's hysterical. It's so fucking brutal.
Vecna from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Man in the Black Hat from Westworld.
I haven't seen that.
He has a name, but there's a reason why. I don't want to spoil anything, so people wouldn't know who it was from the first season. So.
Yeah.
The first season of Westworld is extremely good. The other seasons you don't need to see. It's like they're all right, you know.
Okay. Sure.
And it feels kind of wrapped up in the first season too. Like they didn't know if it would do that well and stuff. Anthony Hopkins is in it. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Ed Harris is in it. He's the one that plays the Man in the Black Hat. Yeah.
Ed Harris is awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah. Any others you had?
Yeah, a couple. I couldn't go back to the well with Game of Thrones again, but Cersei,
Oh,
fucking
yeah. Amazing.
brutal. What? Just
So evil.
another hateable character.
Oh, yeah.
Regina from Once Upon a Time. You watch Once Upon a Time?
Oh, yeah. I think I saw like the first 2 seasons of it.
I really like that show. I love the parallels. I loved
Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin's character. I thought he was super playful and fun and just.
Regina the Queen?
Regina was the evil queen. Yeah.
The Queen? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
hated
remember
her.
much about it, but I do remember enjoying it. Yeah.
Absolutely hated her.
I watched it like as a binge thing, and then they'd only had 2 seasons at a time, so I stopped and I was
Right.
like, "Oh, nothing else to watch." And then I, of course, didn't catch up to anything.
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, they have multiple seasons out now. And I did the same thing. I did 1 and then 2 and then I stopped. But I remember her character was every time she's just fucking
That's
with
a good pick.
everything.
Yeah.
Super selfish and but the one I struggled with bringing it up over Frank Underwood, and I think I appreciated the cinematography of what Frank was doing on screen more was Hannibal Lecter.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I didn't do that one just because of the movie thing, just for the same reason I didn't do Darth Vader, but
Right.
not that was a limitation we had. It's just something I put on myself. But
Mickelson does such a great job with him.
Brilliant. And that show does such a great job of capturing the exact horror feeling from Silence of the Lambs and the other ones.
Right.
Like it still feels the same, and it
Yeah.
has its own feeling no other horror movie has, right?
Yep.
They do such a great job in that.
Yeah. And he's awesome. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just. But yeah, it was that or Frank Underwood. That was my back and forth with who I was going to talk about, and then that was everything else was comic book. You fucker.
Well, you know what? There were a lot of wacky ones that came to mind, like Skeletor
Sure.
or Shredder and stuff like that. They were the fun kids villains, Megatron. Someone mentioned that one and stuff.
Megatron. Yeah.
Those were the fun kid villains and stuff like that. But they're nowhere near the fascinating characters that we brought up here. So
The evil, even to go over the movies, like Dr. Evil is a villain, but he's not. He's just he's not a villain. Like he
Right.
is because he's trying to take over the world and blowing shit up, but like he's
Right.
on no level with Hannibal Lecter or Thrawn. Or
Yeah.
things like that.
there's a kind of villain that is less a character and more a just element of evil, like
Right.
Skeletor. He
Right,
doesn't
Skeletor.
really have a character.
Yeah.
He's just a element of evil. He's
Yeah.
the emperor in Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's no
Wow.
conflict. There's no character behind him, really. Honestly, they're just a manifestation of evil.
Right.
And sometimes you need that in stories, obviously. But those villains just don't. Those are kids' villains.
Yeah, like Mum Ra from Thundercats, right? You knew every episode he was just going to go right back into his fucking cave again.
Just nothing interesting in those characters. That they might as well just be a storm that the heroes have to figure out how to get around. You know, it's nothing going to change with that person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good list though. A lot of evil out there. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, villains are always. I guess we could do a heroes one. Heroes are good too. You know.
Are you going to keep the Star Wars off it?
If you want me to, we can keep the Star Wars off of it.
Because it would be just the top 5 Star Wars.
I mean, that's fair. There's a lot more hero. Yeah, I'd bring Ahsoka in, wouldn't I? Definitely.
Ahsoka immediately would be number 1. Yeah. There's no doubt.
Fine. If we do a heroes one, then I'll leave Star Wars off. Also, and Star Trek. I'll leave Star Trek off because otherwise it'll just be Kirk and Picard.
There was nothing that said we had to leave it off the list if they were also in a movie. And I would say Palpatine is probably one of the worst because he was 9 movies of manipulation, right? Plus a series, we had so much of him just manipulating everyone around him from the beginning, right? That I would argue that he would, as a TV villain, because of Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yeah, I mean, that was just my own personal, like, he's really a movie villain. He just kind of made a showing in the series, like 1 or 2 episodes of Rebels, or that kind of thing. So that's why you keep them off for me. But,
sure.
But again, I don't think that the Emperor is that interesting. I think Anakin is the interesting one. He's the one with the conflict.
He's not. He gets manipulated so hard. He's constantly put down by Obi. He's told he's great by Emperor. There was no conflict there. He was pushed to the end.
I mean Vader. I should have been more.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's an interesting villain as Vader because there's a conflict to go back to Anakin.
Okay.
Right.
Sure. And then he's redeemed at the end. Sure.
That's an interesting one. I haven't started the next season of Severance, so I didn't feel right in like jumping into that one.
I haven't watched that one yet.
And I almost did one from Wednesday. Have you watched that series?
No, I haven't.
It's a great series, surprisingly good.
Yeah.
But I can't say bad guys without giving away huge spoilers, and it's a fairly new series, so better to just But that's kind of the series where the hero is better than the bad guys. Not that the bad guys are bad or anything like that, but sometimes the series are the bad guys are really cool and you just watch the hero survive them, and sometimes the hero is really cool and you watch the villain survive them, right? So
gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our list.
Good list. I can't wait to do the comic one.
You already have it.
We should seriously. We should do Pixar next. No, we should do some board games because we did. What was last week? Last week was.
It was BGG Top 100. We did our top 5 games from the top 100 BGG board games. Yep.
That's right.
That was a good list.
That was a good list. Yeah. I remember that list. Do I remember that list? I think I remember that list.
Yeah. Right, good night, everybody.
Yeah,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for staying up. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Good show. I hope your brain doesn't hurt from thinking about all those games from earlier.
It doesn't, because I didn't know most of them, so there were wild guesses at best.
But you were using your brain grapes to try and figure out the answer to those. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, if that breaks me, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble anyway.
True. All right. Well, on that fun note, I hadn't seen that one in a while.
We should do that. We should play Color Brain again.
Oh, yeah, we should. All right, maybe next episode we'll do that.
Maybe we'll do that.
Color Brain's fun.
It is a good one.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.